the ETH breaking new highs is probably also Solana breaking new all-time highs because it hasn't broken where it was. And that is a mass wealth generation event. There's a lot of people involved in this. There's a lot of fortunes to be made, and that creates a whole new cycle of reinvestment and opportunity risk-taking and stuff like that. Yeah, I totally agree. And it feels like it's coming. When that is, I mean, most of my work suggests that, this year should continue and maybe even the first 2 quarters of next year. One of the things that we have done the work on is that, and this won't surprise you, the main driver of alt season, as you call it for the smaller stocks, is actually the business cycle. And the business cycle is the same driver as small caps versus big caps. It's EM versus that. It's junk versus, it's always the same trade, because once the business cycle picks up, people have earnings, they go further out the risk curve, it gets reinvested. Why has the ISM remained so low? I mean, you and I have looked at this forever, for our whole careers. This is the longest period below or at 50 in the history of the ISM. What is all this about?
It is the problem that in a world where artificial intelligence is coming, there should never be a time that the ism takes off. It just shouldn't happen, in my opinion. Now, I'm going to change that a little bit because I do think we're getting closer and closer to something which is related to the business cycle of AI. Because at the end of the day, if I equate all cycles to power, meaning you have to be building something, and oil has always been. It's that macro piece that offsets and is out of control of monetary policy and fiscal policy. I believe we are going to see a change in the business cycle. I just don't think they exist in the push button way that they did, where you do something in the economy and it goes. But I do think it's coming this year.
Raoul Pal, one of the most respected minds in macro investing and cryptocurrency strategy, just announced that over 70% of his current cryptocurrency portfolio is now allocated to SWI, making it his top pick ahead of perennial favorite Solana. SWI's growth trajectory, the effectiveness of its architecture, and its adoption by real-world developers are red flags for anyone paying attention. Raoul Pal isn't known for his emotional decisions. He's data-driven, macro-focused, and brutally realistic about the timing of his market decisions. SWI is seeing a surge in user and developer activity, rivaling early Solana and even Ethereum at similar maturity levels. SWI's parallel execution model and Move smart contract language revolutionize how digital assets and applications evolve securely, ideal for global adoption. With ZK login and sponsored transaction features, SWI removes the complex barriers that have prevented millions from accessing Web3. The SWI token is not just another cryptocurrency in circulation. It's part of a structured, governance-driven, and sustainable model designed to reward validators, support dApps, and manage real assets at scale. Raoul Pal's 70% allocation isn't a risky bet. It's a calculated decision based on developer drive, technical superiority, and user-centric design. According to Raoul Pal, this can lead to a big move in Solana and SWI. Before we move forward, if you want to stay updated with the latest crypto events and news, you can subscribe to our channel and like this video. Now, let's get back to Raoul Pal's view on Solana and the overall crypto market.
So when I visited your conference, the first crypto conference I went to and participated at, I got to meet a lot of people that are in that middle demographic and that went to school. They have the debt. They just can't grow their way out of it. And they view a life of boredom. And they're looking for more excitement. And that's why I continue to focus my attention, not only on AI, but the eventuality of crypto and Bitcoin, which is starting to accelerate. So
the other side, I think you and I have probably talked about this in the past as well, is given that cohort of, let's say, 25-year-olds to 40-year-olds now, that older Gen Z and a core millennial cohort who are in this trap, they're deep in the middle of this trap. Not only is crypto offering them an opportunity, but we're seeing the rise of the speculative economy.
Pal also recently revealed that he's heavily invested in the Solana network's native token. He allocated 80% of his cryptocurrency portfolio to Solana, with the rest invested in meme cryptocurrencies, non-fungible tokens, and his digital asset investment fund. He's 80% in Solana. All of his Ethereum is now NFTs, and he's purchased some high-end art NFTs. He also owns 1% of Dog Whiff Hat, Dogecoin, and Bonk. He owns them all. Paul's optimism about Solana is justified. Solana regained popularity last year after payments giant Visa announced it would use blockchain technology to speed up credit card payments. Then there's the meme cryptocurrency craze, which has taken over the cryptocurrency markets. Solana has seen the launch of thousands of new cryptocurrencies, generating billions of dollars in trading volume in recent months. It should be noted that Solana's success came at a price. The popular blockchain has been plagued by severe congestion issues in recent months.
Altcoins are experiencing significant fluctuations, with several indicators suggesting the beginning of an altcoin season. The total cryptocurrency market capitalization has surpassed the $4 trillion mark for the first time. This shift is evident. Bitcoin's market dominance has fallen from 62% to less than 58% less than a month ago, despite a new all-time high for Bitcoin, which remains around $120,000. The altcoin index is up 50% from 15% a month ago, reflecting the strong performance of altcoins and a growing risk appetite. Traders are actively seeking opportunities beyond Bitcoin. As the market cap approaches the $1.7 trillion mark, altcoins could be poised for a surge. Cryptocurrency analyst Michael Vandepope says Ethereum is looking strong, gaining 72% against Bitcoin since April. He believes the altcoin bull market is officially underway and expects Ethereum to slow slightly soon, providing an opportunity to buy the dip before it rebounds. He also highlights what he calls the strongest bullish divergence ever seen in altcoins, signaling the start of a major rally with significant upside potential ahead. Raoul Pal cautions against continuing to pump, as altcoins tend to move in waves. Instead, focus on tokens that consistently outperform Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Solana on weekly charts. Expert Benjamin Cowan claims that most altcoins are weakening against Ethereum and Bitcoin. Liquidity could soon return to Bitcoin, but some cryptocurrencies like XRP may already be stable. Another notable altcoin, XRP, has also gained traction. Its price has skyrocketed, driven by regulatory and utility changes. The rotation of capital from Bitcoin to XRP suggests the beginning of a true altcoin season, as investors seek opportunities in alternative cryptocurrencies. Bitcoin's declining dominance is a clear indicator of altcoin season. As investors shift their capital into alternative cryptocurrencies, the market is experiencing a notable shift in dynamics. Ethereum, XRP, and Dogecoin are leading the way, with their prices skyrocketing and outperforming Bitcoin's gains. The cryptocurrency market is dynamic, with constant capital flows between different assets. Raoul Pal's latest analysis clearly indicates that Bitcoin's dominance, potentially consolidating or slightly declining, could pave the way for the rise of altcoins. Whether this truly marks the beginning of the long-awaited banana zone remains to be seen, but the indicators cited by Paul suggest investors should pay close attention to the altcoin universe now.